would think, right, if you was to die, right? Imagine if you were to die, and you would have gone on the other side, and it was nothing, right? Nothing.
Then
You
I'd
know,
come back and I'd be like, fuck that.
you'd be scared, right?
No, I'd be like, fuck that noise, I ain't fucking trying to die as soon as I can.
Exactly, you'd be scared, you'd panic.
I wouldn't be
all that type
scared.
of shit.
I'd say, fuck that noise.
Man,
Sorry, man, but these people though, most people who've actually been through that, they don't come back like that. They don't come back scared to die. You know what I'm saying? They come back with a certain understanding. Well, whatever on the inside on the other side, I can't really tell you exactly what they say. Most people we have many more stories.
It's like they have their answer. They got their answer. What's gonna happen? It's because they actually got it.
life is too important for just to just die and you just be asleep. There's no God if that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
There's atheists out there.
But some atheists, well, what does atheist mean?
They don't believe in this
in God or any of that
And
shit.
what does agnostics mean? That's something I don't know either, but I know like they don't. That's what we think that shit mean. It doesn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? They believe in a God. They just don't believe in, oh, he's a savior. Like he just up there. We on our own.
Nah, I thought they looked at it like there is
Agnostics.
nothing.
What are them shits called?
Atheism. I've looked up atheism.
So go ahead.
I've been
Educate.
into Christianity too.
Educate.
Just saying, they don't believe in God. They believe die and it's over. That's what? That's the general.
It's another form of nihilism or nihilism. How do you say it?
Narcissism?
No, nihilism. N-I-H-L-I-S-M.
What does that mean?
Basically, just nothing good. Basically nothing matters. Right? That's the belief that basically nothing really matters. Life is pointless. All that shit. Completely. It's completely negative.
Maybe I don't think you can take any religion and turn it into a positive.
See, my thing is, I don't believe in a God in the sense of, a being. I believe in the force. There's a spirit. You know what I mean? Like I broke it down to you earlier, about the whole laws of the universe, nigga. There are laws to the universe, nigga, that, allow the sun to exist, that allow Jupiter to exist, that allow, everything else to exist. And so within these laws of the universe, we were allowed to exist as well. You know what I'm saying? That's something special in its own. I mean, I don't need it. There's no need. Now, with that being said, there has to be some form of consciousness for us to be, for us to replicate, because this shit just didn't pop up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that. You know what I mean? There is a force, but there's not a being out there, sitting up on a stardust cloud or a nebula, checking on everybody and everything and has observational, that can control, that really has dominion over everything.
See, my theory is kind of not the same as it. I believe that there's a guy on a pedestal doing what he's doing, but I don't believe like, we were sent here to learn of essence, because one day we're gonna be gods. You know what I'm saying? He made us in. He said he made us in his image.
Are you looking at this planet as a perfect planet?
Yeah, this is the first stage of hell. He made us. We are his first son. We are Adam. Okay, Eve. I don't know what that was. That ain't that ain't exist. He had one son, and it was Adam. Right? He had Adam, and he told Adam that he's gonna live every life on this earth as you need him, a slave or a Muslim, a nurse, until he can learn how to live, how precious it is. You know what I'm saying? And then he's gonna become a god. You get what I'm saying? We. Yeah, we. But really, it's just one. That's why they in the Holy Bible they speak in three. The Holy Trinity.
That's every major mythology, religion out there. There's some kind of trifecta.
So you're saying, so we're working from.
That's what I'm saying. Like Christianity, no religion holds a special single place. There are some of them that might be more spot on.
We used to be on Mars. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying like we're the sun, so we're working to become the father.
Yeah, and I do believe that we came from a higher civilization. We fucked up somewhere. We were sitting here to learn, how it is to lead without power, how it is to live with diseases and shit. Because look at it. If we was from Earth, came from this dirt, why do we get diseases from the Earth? Why do the sun burn our skin? Why do we get allergic to pollen? Why do we? We're supposed to be adapted. We're supposed to be adapted to our environment because everything was made on Earth. We're supposed to be adapted
Bro,
to
nothing
Earth.
is prime.
No, Mama got it. Even though
Nothing
yes,
is
we got
prime
the-
for
we
living
got
on Earth,
the
bro.
garden.
You see how I'm finding flaw in my life?
Go ahead, find flaw. Talk to me.
All
Talk to me.
the main religions say we should be not like God, not act like God, and actually try to be a God. That's like the main.
I beg to differ.
But this is what I'm saying from the way I said it when he was around doing it.
Yeah, you'll hear that in Christianity a lot. What you're saying, yeah, you know, oh yeah, you can't be God. Don't think about it. Don't. You're a human. You always fall short of the glory. Blah blah blah. So on and so forth. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
don't
just
like
saying.
that. I can't.
Yeah, I don't like that either. My God. And I always say my God.
I know, but you turn from the God to the Son, into turn from the Son into the God into the one. Why
Yeah,
does it
because
have to be the
you gotta understand.
Why does it have to be the one though? Why?
There's
You get what I'm saying?
there's other gods out there. Believe it. There's other gods out there. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about our God. You know, our Creator, who we talk to. You know what I'm saying? That conscience is godlike. You know what I'm saying? Because I always say that God that did not speak Spanish, English, Jamaican.
Whatever
He spoke whatever God speaks. That's why when we read the Bible, we don't understand what he's saying because we are trying to interpret it to English.
Take it so many different
You know what I'm
ways.
saying?
It's
You
not saying.
know what I'm saying? He might not have the word.
Fuck all that shit.
A,
Man, that's just
B,
like
C in his,
that's
in
just like
his
talking
alphabet,
about.
you know what I'm saying?
That's just like reading fucking Egyptian mythology and saying the same fucking thing. Oh yeah, we don't understand what their guys were saying, but they were definitely real.
No.
Dude, I've read enough of the fucking Bible.
We can't
to
comprehend.
understand that they put vague interpretation into it.
Bro, every put it like this.
This
What,
how-
what I'm getting at?
This how
What I'm getting at is what you were saying, nigga, about is it Hercules, you know, the epical Gilgamesh, Samson, the fucking all you, Jesus. You know, we got all these stories of humans being godlike, you know, or having godlike capabilities. You know what I'm saying? And some of these occur within the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The Christianity is no exception to this rule. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm getting at, Ray, is that ideally, right? If like put it like this,
I didn't say I'm
if we
a
were-
Christian. I've never been saved. All right.
as a human being, right? As a human being, right? Jesus Christ wasn't God, right? Am I?
No,
Jesus
it
Christ was
his
not God.
son that got pregnant
I don't
by
see.
Mary.
According to my knowledge, according to how I see Christianity,
Mary got pregnant out of nowhere.
according to how I see
God got her
Christianity,
pregnant.
Jesus is God. You know, but anyways, could you
You
turn?
said Jesus didn't like weed. He
I
turned
don't know.
water into wine.
I don't know.
He turned.
And then I
he,
had a
hold on.
theory.
He turned water into
forbidden-
wine.
The forbidden fruit, I believe, is marijuana. Just off the fact.
You're saying that was the forbidden apple?
Yeah, just
From
off
the
the
tree of
fact
knowledge.
because he was like, don't eat it, you will get knowledge and shit. I'm not gonna say when you smoke weed, you get knowledge, but
He can give you serenity.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you know, just like if you take a steroid, that's a drug, but it enhances you. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yeah, but it can enhance you. Just like if you do weed in a certain way, it can enhance something. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
say you smoke a regular blunt.
If you eat, say you got circulatory problems
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
can't walk, you can eat the blood naturally.
And that's what.
That's medicinal.
Yeah, you know, this guy like I don't know where we're going, but I'm on topic of
We're just talking about going from being the son to being the father, and basically humans being gods. Can we be godlike? Right? That's what we're talking about,
See
right?
that?
Can we achieve godliness?
I feel like my God would want us to be.
I feel like that
But he said that we was in his image.
That would cause a problem.
But he didn't
If
say.
everybody could
What
have
did
what
God
they
say?
want.
God said that he made us in his image.
You get what I'm saying? Now, if everybody started popping up as gods, what would happen? Would people revolt against the god, or would they try to become gods themselves and then just say
But
fuck everybody?
as example,
You get what I'm saying?
example,
We're a very primitive.
have somebody tried that before, and what happened to him? I don't believe in the devil.
Oh, you talking about fucking Hitler and all them?
I don't believe, but all of them. But I don't believe in the devil. But look at the devil. He was the most powerful angel. He was like, you know what? Shit.
What are you doing with this one?
I'm laughing. You don't
What
gotta be in it.
the fuck, bro?
You don't gotta be in it.
You could at least gave me a heads up, man.
You wasn't in it though.
But my voice is.
I can delete it though.
It would be fine.
I only got 6 subscribers and there's nobody watching. Like you can come see.
This
I got
is
nobody
connected to
watching.
YouTube. Who the fuck is watching YouTube?
You good, man? But they ain't gonna come and find you. Do you have a felony? You don't have a felony, you're straight. And I turned on my location too, so they don't like know. Oh, he's in Virginia. You know, just live stream.
What were we talking about? I'm sorry. That just fucking.
But
You niggas getting live.
I've been wanting to
Yeah,
live
live.
stream so much when us having a debate because like
You can see it from different point of view.
yeah, you know, and then people can come up there and comment and see what they want to say, you know. And we be having some nice ass debates, man.
Bro, just think about it like this. Because I believe that unions can be quote unquote guys, whatever that means, right? Or be close to God like beings. You know, when it's not about being, you know, omnipotent and omnipowerful and, you know, knowing everything and all that. You know, that's the next level. You know, when we can achieve a certain level of knowing things. And you know, compared to what we know now, it would seem godlike.
What's
And
the
I'm gonna give you.
positive message of all this? Work together, try to make shit work.
It doesn't even matter, you know. 'Cause I don't really get to talk about religion. My thing is science. Science is the key to all.
I'm gonna get to that.
Do you think that makes sense to what I just said? Or is logic?
What?
Teamwork makes the dream work.
So you're saying that you have the Bible and that's like
No, I'm not a Christian. What the fuck?
Like, you always jump to that too, man.
I don't know what you I'm telling you, I don't know.
You gotta come with something better than that, man. You gotta come with more brothers than just that, man.
What are you
Because
talking
you're only
about?
addressing one point, man. It's not about religion. It's not about one religion. Like, what religion offers that science doesn't is a sense of gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Science doesn't immediately offer that because you really think
If people
strictly.
think logically when they're less likely to do stupid shit, they're gonna weigh the consequences over the rules. You know what I'm saying?
If we would have think strictly scientifically and strictly logically, bro, a lot of people would die and a lot of shit would happen that we don't want to happen. You know what I'm saying? In order to make shit better, right? This is me speaking out, so me speaking what I mean. We would actually just think strictly scientifically. Like, strictly. You know, fuck all what's moral, fuck the moral
Take
compass.
out of like
Take off the
less
moral
of
compass.
history, do more science, do more math, do now in English, yeah, you know, we need all the literature whatnot, but like it should be more science and math and literature. You know what I'm saying?
Now we do need to focus more on
That's
science. And
that's
shit
what you
like that.
know what I'm saying.
But-
That's what I think.
But no, I'm thinking like if the world, think of like all the governments, right? If they literally the whole world, like this is like no bullshit, would really think scientifically it had no moral compass. Now I ain't gonna say, you know, this education, you know, strip the moral compass, because that's what religion offers. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. Like, you don't have to be Christian, you don't have to be a Bible. You don't even have to be a religion. It's just it's just spirituality.
So
Put it like that.
you're saying
It's not even religion, Mike. It's spirituality.
Religion
It's not even
gonna
religion.
stop us
Scratch
from-
that. Scratch that.
Spirituality is going to stop us from being barred.
Yes.
So say
Yes.
if we push this science shit, and if it takes us to if we destroy this world,
It'll be too late for you.
trying to, what war have we done over science? Do you know when we had a war, the space race? It wasn't a war we was fighting, but we was trying to get to the Jane. You know how much technology we produce? The GPS, the phone stuff, goddamn radios and it's like
Who's on the moon right now? Is there a person on Mars?
no, but they have
Do we have a
rovers.
base on Mars?
They have
Do we have a
rovers.
base on Mars?
No, but
We have
they
a base on the moon.
no, but in 2014 they are trying to build a man mission to Mars,
Fuck the
and they're
big
trying
dude.
to.
They can already establish an environment for us in space. Why can't they establish an environment for us on the moon and then work to Mars? And then
Because the moon doesn't have anything that we need.
it's a fucking satellite. What are you talking about? Eventually, it's gonna leave.
Actually, well, yeah, you're right. But we are even thinking about capturing asteroid the size of our moon.
Dude, we haven't even explored the whole ocean. We're already in space. You get what I'm saying? We've
I
already
get what
been
you're
to the moon.
saying,
We could have.
and
All we did was
but that
step
goes
on the
along with
moon
space, though.
and then come back.
But that
And
goes
then-
along
then-
with science,
Then they
though.
started shutting it down a little bit.
But that goes
There's a
along with
bunch of
science.
satellites in space. I'm saying we got a bunch of shit orbiting our system.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean,
Most of that shit's privatized.
that goes along with science. if we would focus on more in science, we can go in, we can do both. But there was a documentary I was watching, bro. The military get like $6 billion, bro, for there to operate. Science is like 1,000. We don't have the funds to do anything. They said when we did our most successful
Who has
project,
who has the better science program out of everybody on the world?
us or Germany, because actually all our things that we built.
I'd say China. They're the most industrialized.
I mean, but
they pump out the most product. If they really,
I can disagree
if they
because
really want to
every
get into
time.
rockets, bro,
Tell me why.
they have the manpower to
To
build
beat
the bigger
Hitler,
ships.
why do we steal his most renowned scientists? We could have went to China, but why do we steal it from Germany?
Are we still in the? Are we still in the scientists?
We did it with Hitler, and we also did it when we went to the moon. We stole, we went in, kidnapped his ass,
before
and
you
brought him
continue
here,
with that,
and
bro, I
we
wanted
told
to say that I did have a conversation with another guy about how Asian Americans' contribution to America is kind of slept on. But continue the conversation. About what you were saying about how, you know.
yeah, but two times we chose a German guy to come over here and help us with our shit. Not a Chinese person. Chinese is, they are in the marketing side of it. Telephones,
Look,
shoes.
okay, when you think
You know
of
what I'm
technology, when I think technology,
It's from Vietnam.
I go just straight to the internet, bro.
And you get it
How
from China.
on point are
Nothing that China can realize, bro. Is the fact that America doesn't have everything.
we don't best we could do,
We don't have all the necessary resources
but we can manage that.
required
We can
to
manage
manage. Look, bro, America
We can
probably
manage
like
it.
say we were to try to shut down and actually be, oh yeah, because the big dog shit. We don't
Self-sufficient.
fuck with nobody else.
We wouldn't be able to do it.
We wouldn't be able. We make probably like 5 years, maybe even 10. But after that, bro, because Americans suck up so much shit so fast, bro, we'll be fucked, bro. Trying to just live off, oh yeah, American this, American that. Even if we were to start pumping out our oil, bro, that should be, first off, that's just, dangerous. That's the reason that niggas is getting away from that shit, bro. Anyways, but all that shit right there gonna have to come back into full effect. And then we're gonna have a few guys here and there, you know what I'm saying? But us strictly trying to depend just on our resources, bro, we'll be fucked, bro. We need the rest of the world, bro.
America is already.
We have to
We
outsource,
already-
bro.
America's greedy. That's that. You know America is.
Are you
greedy.
proud to be American?
I am proud to be
So how
American,
they greedy?
but America is greedy.
So how they greedy? Are you happy that you got running water? Are you happy that when you pay your taxes,
Okay,
they fix
you're
the
thinking a little
roads?
bit bigger than I am. I'm saying in general.
We got it.
Okay, what's wrong with America? Let's get into a debate.
Nothing.
Let's get into a discussion.
I love
What's
America.
wrong with America?
If I didn't stand America, America would be terrible.
You don't see any injustices in America?
I can tell you this: when Japan
Do you feel
threatened
like,
us,
Do you feel like
what do we do to them?
Do you feel like the politics in America are fucked up and corrupt?
Yeah, they fucked up and corrupt. But at the end
That's
of the
a
day,
problem.
but at the end of the
That
day,
comes
I can
into
go
the
out
greed.
right now and get me a job.
That comes.
I was talking to
but
a real
listen
life.
Listen, that comes into greed. Whoever's leading the country, guess what? If there's a bunch of greedy motherfuckers leading the country, they're not looking out for the people. They're looking out for their greedy ass selves. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What you're getting at is what Karl Marx is talking about.
He's talking about resources like America's greedy, so we
But
can manage
you gotta
to get
understand-
resources from other
You gotta understand. Okay, we are
countries.
greedy because we got a image to uphold. When Japan threatened us, what did we do to Japan? Now Japan is our allies because they don't want to do anything
No,
with us.
because we disarmed them.
But does it matter? We
It-
fucked
it-
them up,
it really
and we
does
disarmed them. We came up and they spanked
Hey.
on their booty.
When you think about
Like,
Japanese,
let me go. This is what I'm getting at, bro.
Second
See, like, we
association.
wouldn't have this great name, though, if it weren't for certain countries like Russia. Russia was a big contributor
Russia's fucked up.
towards
Who you
us-
talking about?
towards us having the power gain and yeah, and you
So
want
you're saying that
and then
Russia
note,
was allies with us when we was
Yeah.
fighting Hitler? Was they
Of
or
course
was
they
they
were.
not?
Of course they were. They were closer.
Bro.
It was us and France, right?
Yeah.
And the Great
The UN.
Britain, right? Okay, because I was about to say, how was they if they was on Hitler's side?
They
okay,
won't-
okay.
they weren't necessarily on our side, right?
But that's the
We were
point.
working to defeat.
Matter of
them.
fact, oh,
But John,
you're right.
You're not
Hitler,
making my point.
Hitler and them was cool, but then Hitler Stalin, then he wanted to come over to us. So fuck Soviet Union. But
No,
go ahead.
bro. what I'm saying is back, you know, when it was beef, because it was solid beef, we were not kicking it like that.
Yeah.
But we still needed resources, and you know, the only place where we could get, it was certain titanium that we needed for our missiles and such like that. The only place we could get it from was Russia.
But Russia ain't hopping aboard until they realize though. You feel me? So
Because Russia's always been on it.
And
And they're stepping up their cyber game big time because they're harassing the fuck out of everybody they try to invade.
And then Pete, because you're talking about Germany, bro. Germany is like right on the edge of fucking Russia, bro. Serbia, where Tesla is from, is right on the edge of Russia, bro. You know what I'm saying? Those are, I mean, those scientists, bro. We shared that. You know what I'm saying? Russia has scientists, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got technology. I ain't gonna say that's, you know, up to par, but their shit. But this is the thing, right? See, they're more open and public with a lot of their technology than Americans. I mean, and that's where the whole what you were getting at us being greedy, you know, because there are higher ups making sure that things.
say religion.
Only because yes, the system is set up to maintain.
it is. Look at when they made up the story.
Dude, right now,
The church made up the story
do
for
you think
witchcraft.
America is failing right now? You want to know?
No.
I'll tell you why I think they are.
I'm gonna tell you why why we not.
If we weren't failing, why would we let China or whoever the fuck is coming over here buy up our scrap materials in mega ways so they can build up their infrastructure? You get what I'm saying?
Really, man.
Like, dude, I'm saying I watched a whole documentary on.
But see, all this talk about
And I
technology.
believe in Dr.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Too. Like, when I there were people that were coming over here trying to buy up any scrap metal that they can, because they're basically taking our resources that we're scrapping and building their infrastructure up. Do you think our infrastructure is on the incline or decline?
Decline.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel as American.
And let me tell you why why Donald Trump is a good.
Donald Trump is a fucked up.
Let me tell you why he's a good.
Oh, I need to hear this shit, boy.
Yeah,
Woo! I was. Oh, what you
Yeah,
finish this?
this-
Yes,
this-
finish
this-
this statement.
Before you can say it, I just gotta say this about Trump. I don't fucking like him. I don't like his policies. I don't like nothing about him because he's fucking retarded. You can say what you want to say.
Okay. First of all, Donald Trump been in our community since he was a young man. Buying businesses, stocks, doing stuff Americans supposed to the American way.
You know how he got his money?
Okay, he's dead, but who cares? Just how you say, oh, Jaden Smith, how they and Willow Smith, how did they get their money? But at the end of the day, talent still sells. Yeah, they got the money to be where they at, but they still got to make music and they still have their own following.
Before he became president,
I like Jalen and Willow Smith music.
Before he became president, did you like Trump? Yes or
The
no?
rap community like Trump. He was in.
What are you talking about?
He was okay. I'm about to tell you. He was in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air plenty of times. He was in Martin plenty of times. Steve Harvey even owns a tower, apartment in his tower. And I was watching. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people bash. Kanye West was talking about this. A lot of people bash Donald Trump, but not a lot of people know. A lot of people like Donald Trump. Donald Trump actually is the only president that we can say that been in these streets, that actually been in rap videos.
Wait a minute, do you think he's really been in the streets?
He's been in the
His
streets.
daddy was rich.
He been in the streets.
Now I will say this about Trump. You want to know what fun fact about Trump? This nigga's lawyer, he's like one of his OG lawyer, was the same lawyer for the New York mafia bosses. You know what I'm saying? His name was Roy Cohn. That was his name, Roy Cohn. That was his original OG.
I'll say this, I saw a video of him when he was younger. He sounded a lot smarter than he does now.
And this is the catch. Donald Trump is smart.
And then, bro.
He's been
Go
Donald
ahead,
Trump.
bro.
Donald Trump is. But all this shit about, oh yeah, he's looking out for the little man and looking out for the small businesses and all this shit. No, the fuck.
That's what I'm saying. He's against the environment, man. Are you for green or against green? Are you eco or pro?
for green.
That's what I'm saying. Pro eco.
But let me tell you something about that though. And
And then
Donald,
they
if that's
stripped all the
that's
funds,
how
all
Donald
the
Trump
funds
got
towards-
into presidency, because it was Dr. Henry, and it was the dude that owned Exxon, the the guy. He was telling his side of the story, and I felt. He said, "This is my family's generation with all these guys. My third generation father, his is like three
Get on
fathers
the line.
started. He's the fifth generation of it, and he said, Barack Obama wanted us to take $2 billion out of my money to change 2% of the ecosystem. I'm for green.
Let me ask you this now.
I'm for green.
Have you ever had $2 billion? Do you know anybody that has ever had $2 billion
No.
and still fuck with you?
No.
Exactly. He's rich.
I know a
damn it.
millionaire right now.
And he fucks with your heart?
My friend just went in and he got accepted inside to the Bengals. I won't say he fuck with me. I won't say now if I call his phone he gonna answer. But I damn sure when I leave something on his shit, he does say something back, like it back. I'm not gonna say like that's something big, but he just not ignoring me like, oh, this nigga just wants some money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's that's good money. But I'm talking about $2 billion
We'll be there one day.
for 4 years because it's only one presidency term. You get what I'm
You gotta,
saying?
and then you gotta understand. See, people not a lot of
Plus,
people know
look,
Donald Trump almost.
Look, do you think most Americans would go for a $2 billion, 2% increase for our environment?
Do you think?
Yes, I do. What about you?
No,
Why not?
because we need to find.
You just said you were pro-eco.
Because-
you sound anti-eco.
Do you know what he's gonna do? The guy that is gonna lose that $2 billion. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna raise gas prices.
No.
So right now
what are
is
you talking about? What are you
think
talking
about it.
What are you talking about? Think about it. Look,
Think about it.
the more gas they
If
sell,
I own
listen,
gas,
hold on.
if I own gas,
the more
right?
gas they sell, the more money we're burning.
Just imagine this:
Trees
if I own
help
gas,
sell
right?
gas,
If
right?
I own gas, right? If I was that guy, right? And if I had to take $2 billion out of my money to invest into
It's not-
2%,
It's not your money. It's everybody else's. It's everybody
my
else's.
generation started this.
It's everybody
Just imagine
else's
if
money.
my last name Rice. I started something and I brought it to this world to make the world better. When his father brought usable gas, that changed the industry. It fucked up the world, but it changed the industry, right? You can see from the Model T how many people had a Model T. You was poor, but you had a Model T, all right? So if I had to take $2 billion for 2%, I'm raising the gas prices to get my $2 billion back, and y'all gonna be mad at me. I'm taking on the consumer
Why would you want to do it the right way though? Because the consumer is paying for the
at the-
2% increase.
at the end of the day, I have a daughter now. Okay,
you gotta think about your future
my whole
generations.
mindset
You know
has
he is.
changed. I'm trying to
He's
make a
got lot to
legacy.
do.
I'm trying to make a legacy. If I can make a company mining salt from the salt sea, turn that shit into something good, but it's really fucking up the ocean, but I'm providing from 10 generations,
You would do it.
hey,
Hey, but guess what? You'd be fucking over the next fucking 50.
hey.
You'd be fucking over your next 50
10
fucking generations down the line, bro.
10 generations.
You're still fucking...
We're
dude,
good.
Dude, what are you talking about? We're good.
We're good.
You don't want your family to continue.
See, and he speaks about this too. This whole world need to come together. Man, there's 7 billion people in this world, bro. 7 billion people. Everybody thinks they have their own opinion.
You
So
gotta
you
think
think we're
about
all
your-
gonna come to?
You gotta think about your future life.
Do you know why solar energy is not big?
Because people ain't about saving money.
Okay.
They're not about eco, but I am. That's why I want to get into solar.
But they're gonna ask you, how can this make me more money?
It'll create competition for the power companies. That'll make you money because
All you
you'll be
gotta
saving
do-
people money.
All
and
you have to
making money
do
at the
is
same time.
build a windmill and stick it in the middle of the valley and you get free electricity. So you're gonna charge people for free electricity. You made free electricity free. You didn't have to pay nothing. You just using the environment. And you gonna charge for it?
Wait a minute, you just said you're just using the environment freely? That's wrong. How are you gonna use it for free? Nothing's free. You gotta do
Windmills.
service. You gotta
Wind blows.
you gotta put the windmills up, right? That's gonna cost money.
I mean, yeah, for the later, but after that, you know.
Basically, if you invest in ego, you're investing in the future generations of,
Mike,
of the
we
human
just-
population.
Mike, we was just sitting here talking about how we need progress in science, right? And we need to focus more on science.
So he's talking about 10
technology,
generations, not 100 generations.
Bro, when
We can go 100 generations. We can talk about that too.
Bro, I can
Yeah,
put
but
money
you-
on
the
it, bro.
ego-
I can
hold
put
on.
money on it, bro.
The ego shit we were just talking about, bro.
I
The
will,
ego shit
basically,
we were just
what I'm
talking
saying, I want it to be 5% for $1 million, not 2% for $2 billion. Because he's gonna raise the gas prices. Wouldn't he?
If he's not in office,
Don't that make
it's
sense
okay.
though? Don't that
Look,
make sense?
Look, I know.
If
look,
the
this
guy
is,
that
this
owns
is
Exxon-
100% hypothetical. I know Trump is never gonna fucking do that. He's done fucking went backwards instead of forwards. when it
Yeah,
came to
because the
ego.
documentary was, and the guy that owned Exxon, he told
You
Donald
know what?
Trump.
You know what?
He
Ex-
told
you know what
Donald Trump.
Exxon's getting into? They're
What?
getting into fracking, trying to get away from oil. You know what fracking is?
Nah.
Worse than fucking harvesting oil. You know why? They're fucking drilling holes in the ground, pushing water and shit, and making the rocks break to release natural gas. But if the well isn't sealed up and it breaks, they know it's gonna break. Guess what it does? It destroys the entire fucking. Say there's a river system above it, that shit, everything's gonna dead. The woods are dead. Everything, cows, whatever. If anybody's drinking out of that shit, they're dead. I've seen videos where they lit like big ass 20-foot pole, right? They done dug a well, it kind of gushes up. He takes a torch on it, right? Lights under it, puts that shit in the water, and it stays lit. Goes out, lights back up because it's all natural gas.
I think I heard about that.
You should watch the documentary. It's like
I watch documentaries, bro. And like I'm saying, about to do that on Exxon, he told Donald Trump, that's what I told him, money
Do you,
rules
believe
the...
in, do you think oil is good or bad? For everybody. It's a fact.
Oil is
It's-
good
No, it's a fact that it's bad. You know
because it's
why?
a fossil
Look at-
fuel.
No,
Bro,
look-
Ray, let him explain. You asked him, let him explain, Ray.
Oil is good because it's a fossil fuel. But when you burn it, you create extra carbon dioxide.
Yes.
And carbon dioxide, too much of it
It's poisonous to
traps.
us. It's poisonous to us, right?
But
You
we
know,
don't,
in China,
we don't
they-
breathe the carbon dioxide. And it's so funny.
Oh my
It's
God.
so funny because
What
you
do
talk
you-
about
oh my God.
you talk about the natural, right? Natural living, right? Do you know what absorbs carbon dioxide? Trees, grass. Do you know what they do with that carbon dioxide? Transfer it into oxygen.
Let me ask you a question though. What
So when they say that
what's
global warming
better?
is not real, it's not
better?
real.
What's better though? Grass or trees? Which one's better?
Grass. Because grass takes 99% of light and turn it into grass. Trees don't do
I'm
that.
talking about carbon dioxide.
Grass. I'm telling you, people do not know.
What do
Why do you
trees-
think cows?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
What is the most healthiest
What?
animal on this earth?
Not cows.
Ox and cows.
Yeah.
People that graze on the grass are the most
No.
healthiest.
Yeah, but guess what?
When you go buy
okay,
food,
you're saying they're the most
What it say?
healthiest.
It says
But let me tell you this.
grass-fed, right?
Let me tell you this though. Cows put out the most fucking carbon dioxide out of. Bovines
Yeah.
put out the most carbon dioxide
And
out
you're
of
right.
all. Yeah,
You're right.
they're the most unhealthiest in my opinion to eat. Because they're the
Cows'
biggest
diet
and the
is
fattest,
strictly-
and they have the
Bro,
most.
do you
fat.
know what grass is made of?
But look,
99%.
What does- what does a
That's
tree
the
do?
problem. You don't care.
I do that
You
because
don't-
I'm equal.
if you
Look,
care,
just
you
because you're trying to prove me
understand.
wrong, that means
I'm
let me
not.
ask you a
I'm
question.
not. Because
Next
it's
question.
facts. I'm telling you, this is
What
facts.
does a tree do when it fucking sucks up the carbon dioxide?
It turns into oxygen. Turns it into sugar, oxygen.
No,
you
actually,
know.
it stores some of the carbon dioxide in the tree itself.
Okay. Yeah, it might. You know, I don't know, but it
I'll
might.
like
Might.
this
It might.
documentary. You're talking about planting grass everywhere instead of trees. If you cut down every fucking tree on the earth, guess what? We're gonna get global warming worse than it is right now. You know what?
And
they're-
you're right.
You know what they're doing?
You're
They're
right.
taking down rainforests that have been
And you're
around
right.
years
That's
and
why
years
I'm telling
and
you
years.
that global warming is not real.
It is
To
real.
how they saying like, oh, we're putting carbon dioxide, making a
We're-
whole.
No, it's
because
a greenhouse effect. It
the
is
carbon
a greenhouse. Dude,
dioxide.
it's
We
simple.
need carbon
You
dioxide.
learned this shit, man. I know you did. You know this already. What's the greenhouse effect?
The greenhouse effect is when the light cannot penetrate through our atmosphere and it get caught in the atmosphere, or it goes through the
It
atmosphere
goes through and then
and
gets
it
stuck.
can't go back out into
The
space
more
and
carbon
it
dioxide,
gets stuck.
look, the more carbon dioxide we get, the worse weather we're gonna
But do you understand that this happened in the past before? Do you know? And the Bible talks
get.
about.
How did it?
Let me explain this.
How did it auto correct?
Let me
How
explain.
many? How did it auto correct?
I
You talking about
think
the flood or you talking about the ice age?
it actually been 5. They are called MP1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
There've been five of them.
What's happening?
Okay, the Earth went through 5 cycles. The Earth is naturally going to go through global warming. It happened 5 times. That's why the Bible.
What happened each time then?
Okay.
Because you're saying
All
5.
right.
The main thing
Okay.
is 5.
All right. It doesn't. The next one's gonna be 6. I mean, it might be 7 or 8. I can't remember, but it's a number, a set number.
What type of weather? Ice
Okay,
age,
it's
obviously.
this is how it starts off. It always heats up.
Okay.
It always gets hot. Okay.
Melting.
So that means that the ice caps melt.
Mhm.
When the ice caps melt, water rises. You know that water has a low system heat. I mean that water takes a long time to get hot.
You know that.
Very long time to get hot. So you know what that means? If we have the Earth is covered with 70% water. So that means if the ice cap melt is gonna be what, like 85, and water takes a long time to heat up. So it's gonna get colder. So I mean it's gonna freeze. But the Earth did this 7 times or 5 times before. This is a natural occurrence.
You watched Al Gore shit before documentary.
Yeah. I know who Al Gore is, so I probably can't say.
You know how he's talking about the level of carbon dioxide in the air and the ice age and all that shit. We're already way past that one.
I'm gonna tell you, what we're doing, we're speeding it up. We're speeding it up. But
I know
the funny thing about it is, before we knew that we were speeding up, do you know that the poles it shift? But that's speeding up. So are you saying that we're speeding up the poles too? The magnetic field I'm talking about?
But we are.
So it's like,
I don't know if we're speeding that up, but I
Earth-
know we're speeding up global warming.
yes, we are, but
Because we're
is it a
tossing-
bad thing though?
We're tossing more.
Is it a bad
Yes,
thing?
it's a bad. Look, it's a bad thing.
How?
First, I can tell you how right now. Mexico, China, Japan, anywhere where it's overcrowded, bro. They got manufacturing
I got
companies.
another fact for you.
Smog, bro. Them fuckers wear
Smog.
gas masks. All their kids have fucking deficiencies, breathing problems, all that bullshit, bro.
Do you know?
You know why? It's because of the air pollutants. We're tossing more greenhouse gases, which is code for air pollution.
Do you know that? One fact again, I'm gonna bring it up. Trees is more carbon dioxide. So if we have more carbon dioxide, that's more carbon dioxide from trees. There's no bad carbon dioxide, good carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide has the same molecule, C, what the shit.
There
is.
is such thing as bad because if you put too much in a fucking
There's no.
if you put too much
carbon
look, if you
dioxide.
put too much shit in a pot, if you put too much fucking shit in a pot,
But how is that made?
it's gonna kill everything in the pot.
That's in the
It's over
Afshin, right?
It's
My
over-
mistake.
Carbon dioxide is not necessarily good for us. It's not a bad thing, but it's not necessarily good for us.
But
Let me okay, I'm gonna
Overall,
bring this video.
Hold on, Ray. You finna make a move. But look,
Carbon in the atmosphere isn't bad because, like you said, the trees that do photosynthesis. You could probably look at the video with Al Gore.
Mhm.
He hits it right on the
Yeah.
money. You know what I'm saying? The Earth has its own healing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
and they've been doing this for years.
Yeah, but our thing is we cut down forests. You know what I'm
Yeah, see,
saying?
that's the problem.
Overpopulating
You know,
areas.
and he said that, but do you know something else? We talk about us producing carbon dioxide. Do you remember when before humans was on Earth, the volcanoes was erupting? It was carbon dioxide, plenty of it.
But you gotta understand,
What
back
did
then-
it do?
back
What
then-
did it do? It produced oxygen for us to thrive.
But you also got
You feel
What
me?
happened to the
the
dinosaurs,
plants,
man?
the plants back
The
in day,
dinosaurs.
you gotta think, the plants back
They
in
were the
day
biggest motherfuckers on the planet.
fucking huge. Like one leaf from
Yeah,
any
I
tree
understand.
could
I
cover a school
understand
bus.
what you're saying, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And do you know that water absorbs carbon dioxide too?
Dude, look.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want to show you some videos right now. Look, if you really like watching documentaries, every one that I see from now on, I'm gonna write every name down and just start giving them out to people.
Me
that
neither.
know.
That's fine. That's fine. But bro, okay. You say that we use a lot
I'm
of
just saying,
carbon dioxide, right?
I've seen a lot of science projects, right?
Uh-huh.
That are like legit documentary, scientific, all that shit. And they're doing what's gonna happen to the environment if we increase the heat and the temperature and all the fucking chemicals in the water, just for ocean, right? they had different stages, bro. The hotter it got, the more fucked up, the quicker it got fucked up, the more horrible everything looked, bro. Like everything was dead. It looked like just a bacterial fucking cesspool of bullshit that we're
We
gonna
will
have to
always
deal with.
have tardigrades. So
You-
I'm not.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, yeah.
And then another thing,
If we would exist in that volcanic time, like we couldn't exist in that.
I mean,
volcanic
Of course, because we don't enjoy carbon dioxide. But these plants is like our defense from that. You get what I'm saying?
we're a virus. That's how I look at the human race. We're a virus on the planet. How do you get rid of a virus? You either sweat it out or fucking cool down, right?
Have you
You
seen?
either sweat it out or cool down, right?
Have you seen
Either,
the movie?
either that or you're gonna die, right?
Have you seen the movie when the trees was letting off this
Yeah. I know
chemical?
what you're talking about.
That
Sure.
shit dope. That scares me, bro.
No, it
that
doesn't.
scares me.
No, it doesn't. You know why?
Why not?
Because I like plants. I'm a friend of plants, okay? That's why I'm eco-friendly. I'm not a tree hugger, but I'm eco-friendly.
See,
I'm-
I support analogy like that.
How
Oh, I
are you
love
eco-friendly
you.
and you don't even know what grass does for us?
Look,
Grass is
Look.
the first.
look, hold on. Hold on,
the
don't tell me
source.
what I don't know. Look, I can just say this. I know a lot.
I can respect
I
that.
cannot quote you
I'm sorry
on
about
all
that.
the scientific
That's my
fucking
bad.
facts that I've already seen because I
That's
don't
my
have
bad.
memory recall like fucking.
And I
photographic
agree.
Memory.
Me too.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
I'm telling you, bro, just
I
research
understand.
grass, bro.
I understand.
Grass is 99% light.
Yes, I know that.
If I could
Photosynthesis.
if I could say fuck food and eat light, I would.
Everybody would.
I would.
But what Mike is saying is that plants have the most energy. You know what I mean? They start the energy pyramid. You know what I mean, you look at the food pyramid. Plants start the energy
They're at the
pyramid. You know
bottom
what I'm
of the
saying?
food.
And grass are the first flowers too, bro.
Another reason I'm eco.
Before
You're
these
saying-
big
you're
trees,
talking
they were just
You're
grass.
talking about 10 generations ahead, right?
Mhm.
If we don't correct the problem, are we going to run into an extinction
Bro.
problem? If we keep
I wish I
fucking...
had my geology.
Just say, if we destroy the planet, do you think, if we increase global warming so bad to where we're fucking up big time, is it going to cause a problem for us or we're going to fix it? We're just going to fuck it.
I don't
It's
think
gonna happen
so.
anyway.
I don't think so because global warming happened 7 times, 5 times
How
in
many
the
things
past.
survive though, bro?
That's the thing. That's just. We have.
We won't survive, Mike.
Do
'cause
you
we're
know?
not rich
Okay.
and powerful, Mike.
This is the thing. We have like the Paleozoic, I can't remember the stages, but it's like 12 live. Each layer has different type of animals. That's because
Hey,
it switched.
do you know what we're doing?
You feel me?
You know what we're burning? I think we're burning
So,
dinosaurs.
Mike's basically saying that
That's
we
what we
just
doing.
we
That's
can't
fossil
avoid
fuels.
we can't avoid
Why
the
should we
inevitable.
burn
We
dinosaurs?
gotta roll up and take
Do
it.
you like dinosaurs? I like
Man.
dinosaurs.
Fossil fuel is the only natural resource gas,
No, it's
natural
not.
gas we
No,
have.
it's not.
What can we use?
We can use everything but fuck gas. Who likes farting in front of other people? Nobody. Nobody. Even animals sometimes wake themselves up. My dog be like, what the fuck? What is that?
What you
about?"
mean, like?
Yeah,
So what we gonna use? What
Water, water,
Mike, put it like this,
electricity,
bro.
wind, tidal. What the fuck?
In about
everything. Geothermal.
30, 40
Free.
years, maybe even 50 years, bro, the energy, how much energy we need as a people, as a human race, is gonna double. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you think that fossil fuels are gonna be able to maintain?
Why do you think we're trying to go to Mars?
Before we get off that, why do you think?
We have
It has
fun.
more resources.
Dude, it's the moon.
It has a thick atmosphere.
Hey, what do you know what I consider the moon?
What?
A nightlight.
No, the moon is actually.
What if you set a bunch of solar panels on the moon and then figured out how to send all that energy to Earth? Would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
Say it again.
First time I heard that one.
I didn't hear what you said.
Nightlight.
Talking about
I didn't hear what you said.
Nightlight.
You talking
Nightlight.
about-
I'm just talking about collecting energy, sending it from the moon to the Earth.
The light moon.
No, collecting the energy from the sun.
Because
Because you got to remember, you got. But first of all,
Put
hold
a
on.
Dyson
Hold on,
sphere
hold on,
around the
hold on,
moon.
hold on a second, hold on a
No,
second,
solar
hold on a second.
panels.
Look,
How the
On the
sun
light
is
side.
best, it's hitting the moon
Yeah.
at a way fucking higher rate.
Yeah.
Because the moon
And
already-
use that beam, whatever way it's deflecting off.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Capture
just saying.
that.
I'm just saying. Gather energy and send it back to home planet.
Man, look, I don't think that fossil fuels are going to be able to support the planet after
No.
about 30, 40 years.
I don't think they're gonna be able to support
Well,
it.
fossil fuels alone are not going to be able to support all these big cities, all these fucking babies that people have in all
Bro,
recklessly.
people don't,
Like
man,
rabbits.
y'all not realize when we had
You're
that,
thinking like Trump. I don't
When-
like Trump. Don't think like Trump.
when
I'm trying to come back full circle. with
When
this.
we had that big volcano eruption when nobody was here, that helped Earth. That gave us so much carbon
Talking about
dioxide.
Pompeii, what are you talking about?
When nobody was here, it was just Earth. And when it had like Yellowstone
Let me ask
erupted,
you a
Hawaii
question. Let me ask you a
erupted.
question. Talking about volcanoes. You want us all to turn to ash before we can come back and do better?
Bro, all that it is just recycled, man.
Huh.
Earth is a big
You're right,
recycle.
Guess
bro.
what?
You're right,
That's
Mike. We
eco,
need
bro.
chaos.
If you
We
recycle.
need chaos to ensure.
Do you
safety.
know? My bad, man. When
Thermic.
thermic vents in the ocean, they produce carbon dioxide and other little nitrogen. But do you know that is sustainable to life
Yes,
in
I
the
know
sea?
that. I know that.
Carbon dioxide is in that.
I know that. I do know that. I've seen that fucking
That's
documentary.
what I'm saying. Like, man, people keep talking. I'm like,
Bro, Mike,
produce
global
carbon.
warming is a
We
problem,
need
but
to
we
stop
can't
cutting
have
down
that.
trees.
Think about this though.
We need to stop cutting down trees. That's the
And-
problem.
And we need to explore the entire ocean and figure that shit out. Because if it can sustain life, why can't we send life to other planets?
We went as far in space as we went into the earth.
And remember what race about China too, because
I can agree. We
because
only been
No,
to
I'm
Mars. I
saying
mean, we only been to the moon,
The moon is farther.
and we
moon is
haven't
far.
even been to the deep.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, we have been to some deep ass.
Yes, but we
Trenches.
haven't explored.
Yeah,
the
you're
entire
right.
Ocean, bro.
I don't have the. If I can find a number, like
The
I can
percentage-
ask
the
Siri,
percentage.
how far has humans dived, and then compare to how far is the
Or
moon
say
from?
how much of the ocean have we actually mapped out?
Yeah, no, how far have we dived?
But you gotta
We don't even know about
you gotta-
length from
you
length.
gotta- You gotta think of a lot of places aren't even surveyed. It's 70% of the earth. Under ice, we can't really get underneath there unless
But
we
man,
have a good enough
just remember, bro,
machine.
we had the ice age 7 times before. Okay,
Did we survive? How many times did we survive?
it was one of them was, I don't know. I tried to ask my teacher about this, but he kind of like threw me off because he didn't was like, this is not classroom discussion. But I asked him like, wait, when they talked in the Bible, when Noah talking about the flood, which flood do you think that was? Because he described where he was at and what he's seen, and then he was like, I really can't put a
I've watched
point.
a bunch of
But
movies. They've
It
never
might
been
have been the 6th one. You feel me? And just like he explained the grand.
You keep throwing out numbers, man. You're giving me high numbers. How many different type of
look,
fucking
bro, you
When I
gotta,
can
end of,
remember,
end of times type shit has happened?
it was like 7 of them.
Look at
We
this
could.
could
Who
we
knows?
survive that shit?
We could. Who knows? I'm not doubting the human ability.
But-
Of course, I'm not saying that we're gonna.
I'm not saying we're gonna go
yes.
extinct, bro. No, that's
Yes,
we're
no,
definitely
we're
not
not
gonna go
gonna
extinct.
no,
We're definitely not
no,
gonna go
no.
extinct. But bro, do you know how many of us are gonna die?
You're right. 'cause
And
we're
that's
not-
why all of this is a major problem. But anyways, bro, let me bring this back full circle real quick because y'all niggas just been droning on, and I just want to say something real quick. Look, first off, Trump is a bad president because we need focus in technology and energy and all that other shit, like you said, talking about how we need all this science shit. Don't Trump doing what he's doing, nigga, we're bringing us back to coal, all this other shit, nigga, using fossil fuels and using all this energy, nigga. That's gonna enable countries like Russia, Korea, China, Japan to get ahead of us in energy, you know what I'm saying? Which is gonna become a major fucking problem, like I'm telling you, bro, in about 20, 30 years, bro. But now, going back to that, you know, going back even further to what we was talking about, nigga, about technology and, you know, all its impact, nigga, and all this. There's no telling what the government has, you know, what the military has. You know, we don't
I
put,
don't know.
we put, like you said, we put this much in the science, but we put all this in the military. You know, technically speaking, that is that is science, you know what I'm saying? Quote, unquote, you know what I'm saying? They doing it low-key, whatever, Area 51 style. But
They're trying to hide knowledge.
there's still a lot of technology that they're working on, bro, that they know is going to be groundbreaking, bro. But the one major thing, the one major key, bro, is that, bro, like, Mike, we're going to be mad, bro. Us, as Americans, bro, we're going to be mad that we have Trump in office, bro. That is a guaranteed that, bro. Now, listen to me, man. Appreciate it.